Sarah and I just completed a 3-day egg fast to lose weight, and here is what happened. So Sarah and I have been following a keto lifestyle since 2019, and we lost 160 pounds originally, and then we both gained about 20 pounds each over the past couple years.
Because life happened.
Right. It's not an excuse, but life happens, and sometimes you're just not paying attention, and you gain a pound a month, and before you know it, you've gained 20 pounds, and you're not feeling good anymore.
Right.
So we saw this trend called the Great Lock-In on social media, and we said we want to take part in this trend, and that's basically taking the last part of the year and locking in so that the next year, in the beginning of the year, you feel good.
And you start off the year right.
Without having to make resolutions. And you could do this like financially or health-wise or whatever. The Great Lock-In is across all categories, right?
Just an overall improvement of health.
And since Sarah and I started the Great Lock-In in September, we have found a little bit of success really paring down what we were doing on keto, and we've lost a little bit of weight. But the last couple weeks have been kind of slow. We've been going up and down like a pound and not losing any weight for a couple weeks. And what Sarah and I always say is that, you know, if you're just starting keto and you're new to the lifestyle of being, you know, keto and you're losing weight, don't change anything. Keep going. Even if you're losing a little bit of weight, keep going at the rate you're currently doing.
Because it's working.
Right, it's working. But when weight loss slows down, sometimes you need to change it up to see the scale start moving again. And so that's what we started to do. And we thought we would like show you guys how we're trying to change it up and keep things interesting and keep our bodies guessing, because at the ripe age, the tender age of 41, they don't want to lose weight.
Yeah, it's different.
Anymore.
It's a little different now, losing weight. So this time we've decided to do a 72-hour egg fast.
So the rules of an egg fast, the origin story is unknown for the most part. It's like a mystery. It's a legend. Are that you must eat at least 6 eggs a day, and you must pair that with either 1 ounce of cheese and or 1 ounce of fat. I don't think it's and or. I think it's or. Sarah and I followed that along with drinking only 2 things. The first is coffee in the morning.
Because we have to.
Black. And
Element
electrolytes, and they're the sponsor of this video. So Sarah and I have been drinking Element every single day since 2020 because we love the way it tastes and the way it makes us feel on our keto lifestyle. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, having muscle cramps, or nausea, and we call that the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Sarah and I really do love all the flavors of Element, but our absolute favorites are the citrus salt. This is the OG flavor for us, and the grapefruit salt. Even our mother is obsessed with the grapefruit salt. Right now you can get a free 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase. Just go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. Find your favorite flavor or share some with a friend, and try it totally risk-free. If you don't like it, just email them and they will make it right. Okay, so before we get into it, we want to tell you guys that we actually did do an egg fast many years ago, like at the dawn of this channel, like 2020.
The dawn of time.
Yeah. Sarah and I did a 5-day egg versus beef fast. I don't really remember what happened in it.
We weren't happy. That's all I remember.
Basically, you get sick of anything when you eat it too often, and that is the case with us.
Yeah.
But we decided a 72-hour egg fast was more realistic for us to actually finish, so that's why we decided to do that again today. I feel like I can have an egg aversion quite easily, so I'll go eat some eggs a couple days in a row, and then I won't want to eat eggs for months after that.
Right.
And that is definitely how I'm feeling right now.
Exactly, same.
6 eggs doesn't seem like it's that much, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over like how we decided to do this challenge if we lost any weight, and we're gonna tell you like the results of it at the end. I decided in the beginning that I was gonna go very simple. So I went with my favorite new egg dish, which is egg mayo omelet, which is the
Jose Andres.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Chef Jose Andres, the greatest omelet of all mankind.
The best omelette in the history of mankind.
We
That's
need
what he called
to
it.
stop you from using this recipe.
Why?
Because it's been in like 3 episodes so far.
Why would I stop making this? It's literally the easiest thing.
I guess.
Literally, it's the best recipe for this because it's literally the rules of the egg fast, which are 1 egg per 1 teaspoon of mayo.
Right.
It counts like perfectly into it, right? So all you do is crack 2 eggs into a bowl, whisk 2 tablespoons of mayo, pour it into a greased ramekin, and then microwave it for a minute. And it comes out like super light and fluffy and rich. And that is what I ate 2 of the days. And then for the second meal of that first day, because Sarah and I don't typically eat 3 meals a day.
Right.
I do not want to eat 3 meals of eggs. I barely want to eat 2. I need to eat 6 eggs, right? So I'm gonna make myself a 4-egg omelet omelet.
That's a big one.
I put 2 ounces of butter in there. And I feel like it was just a lake of butter in the pan. You could see it in the video. I said, this is way too much butter. Like 2 ounces of butter is huge. I was like, okay, the Kerrygold butter thing is 8 ounces. I'm gonna cut off 2 ounces and put it in there. It's so much butter. And then I put 2 ounces of cheese on top. And I ate it, but it was like so
filling.
It was so rich.
Yeah.
And it was so fatty and it had so many eggs in it. I ate the whole thing. I felt immediately afterwards like I regretted it. So I would really cut back on the amount of butter used and add more cheese. 1/2 ounce of butter and 3.5 ounces of cheese would have been way better than having 2 ounces of butter and 2 ounces of cheese. The second day, I kind of like adjusted it a little bit. I might not have had it perfect, but I did 4 eggs and then 1 ounce of butter or less.
So you made another omelet.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the first 2 days I had that. That's what I ate. Because for me, I was like over it already almost, like the idea of it. And so I was afraid that if I didn't get through the first couple days, I was just gonna quit. And so I just wanted to make it as simple as possible. On the third day, I decided to like try to change it up and play with like the textures a little bit more. So the third day, I just had like an egg drop soup for lunch. So I put like 3 eggs into the egg drop soup. I put a little bit of soy sauce. I know that's probably not like...
You could use coconut aminos.
Yeah, I don't mind soy sauce. I know that people have their minds made up about that and certain things, but having soy sauce to me is like, I'm half Asian, whatever. And then spices, and it was a really good egg drop soup. And then I just had a couple of sunny side up eggs to finish off my 72-hour egg fast.
Very simple menu.
I know. I wanted to, I had all these ideas and these hopes, and then I wanted to get through it. So I made stuff that was simple as possible.
I tried to vary my menu a touch because back in 2020, I kept it very simple. Like I ate the same thing for all meals. I think I just ate like sunny side up eggs or scrambled eggs. But the first day I decided, my husband made me a scramble, which was just butter and eggs with, you know, tahini on it. That's what I had, a soft scramble. And then I made a bunch of eggs, hard boiled them for dinner. And I made an egg salad just with mayo and some spices, and that's all I ate.
Oh my gosh, I remember, I hard-boiled eggs, now they're in the fridge.
Yeah, well.
And I didn't use them. Now I'm gonna have to eat those.
Can't have those go to waste.
Right, eggs are still expensive, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let those go to waste, but I'm just remembering it because you said that, so.
Well, I've been trying to create like a meal plan for multiple days. So I thought if I boil a bunch of eggs or whatever, hard boil them, I'll have them for multiple days. I won't have to cook every meal.
Right.
However, with the like ounce of mayo per egg ratio, I felt like it was a very dry egg salad. So I added some mustard to kind of make it a little bit more wet. What? It was a dry egg salad. And so I had that. And after the first day, I was feeling okay about it. It wasn't until the next day where I looked at the eggs and I was like immediately like, ew, I don't want to do this. So I decided then that I was gonna branch out and do a little bit of a different spin on it. So for lunch, I made something called cream and eggs.
That's not that weird.
I know, it's not weird, but I saw it and it looked good. So
We make a really great dish called eggs and cocotte, but that's got other stuff
that has
in
other
it.
stuff in it. I decided not to do that.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's like heavy cream and then like a chili oil of some sort. I use sambal, which is actually from Malaysia. My family, you know, gave it to us. And it's like chili spices and a bunch of stuff. You put a little bit of that in there and then you cook some eggs in it. It's kind of almost like, what is that Moroccan dish? I forget what it's called. It's like at the corner of my mind, but I cannot think about it right now. So it's called shashuka. And it was really good, delicious, very flavorful. Didn't at all taste like eggs, really.
Right.
Because there's so many other spices in there. And then for dinner, I had more of the egg salad because I had so many eggs I gotta get rid of at that point. The next day, I just had more egg salad on day 3. And then for dessert, I decided to try something totally different.
Pee Wee Herman?
I had loved that movie, actually. Was it Small Circus? What? Big Top Pee-wee.
If you guys watched that growing up, let us know, because we grew up on that.
Why do I feel like there was like a bike that was scary or something? Like a bike scene? He lost his bike. That's a totally different movie.
No, you're right. He loses the bike in the first video.
Okay.
In the first movie, he goes across the country looking for it.
Right. So egg salad was, because I had so many eggs, I made it. I made it with some different spices. Sometimes I put soy sauce in it and I made it like an Asian spin. Why are you looking like,
I don't know. I've never tried that, so that's interesting.
Yeah, so I tried to make it, the flavor profile, a touch different. And then I decided on the last day that I was gonna try like a sweet version, which was just simply called a cinnamon toast scramble, which was 2 eggs and butter, add cinnamon, sweetener, and grated cheese. And it was interesting. I think I put a little bit of like Chalk Zero maple syrup on it to really like lean it into
It's not cheating
French.
now.
Why?
You know, like there's purists who say that you can't use sweetener on this egg fast, and then there's people who are like, yeah, you can.
So
it's
sweetener
like,
is not like even sugar-free sweetener?
there are some people that say, no, you're not supposed to be using it.
Oh.
Well, whatever. I mean,
I did that.
we're obviously not like the pinnacle of like doing everything to like the cleanest standard
Right.
on our channel. So why would we do that with the egg fast? Why did I even do it? I don't know why I did
just
it like
decided
that.
that I didn't want to have like an aversion to eggs
Right.
after this. So I
Okay.
decided to try as many different things as I could. And I still ended up not wanting to ever eat eggs again afterwards. So that was my conclusion of it. And I just really didn't like, my house always smelled a certain way after making eggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just like permeates the air and it's there.
It's like sulfury.
Yeah, and there's just like this smell that I can't get past. Every time I would eat it, that's like the front note in my area of where you eat.
Why didn't we make pudding?
No, I mean, you said that people don't eat sweetener. Are you talking about the egg pudding?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a good way
That's
to
a
do
good
it.
one for the recipe.
Yeah.
Cocoa powder doesn't have that many carbs in it. And then you have sweetener. It's like the mashed potatoes, the carnivore mashed potatoes that we tried.
Right. It
Or
does
another-
eventually blend into something
Right.
creamy. It just takes a while. My thought is that I think it's a tool to cut down on calories and carbs, like, but I just don't know if you should do it 3 days in a row. Even if it is different tasting, it's still the same. And so I feel like you could do alternate days of egg fast, like where you eat eggs and then you skip a day, eat normally keto, and then you have like an entire week where you're just doing alternate day egg. I don't know if that works.
Alternate day egg fast? That's new.
I don't know if it's, but
We're gonna
see, then
trademark
you won't,
that.
You'll be like, okay, tomorrow I can eat not eggs. or
Sarah and I have
something.
always like wanted to like make our mark on the keto world.
I don't want anything to
maybe
do
it'll
with
be like,
eggs.
but I'm just saying like so many people have like, here's my meal plan or whatever. Maybe that's ours. Alternate day egg fast plan.
Well, because then tomorrow you're like, okay, tomorrow I don't have to eat this.
Right.
And it's still, you're going to reduce your calories. And because that's kind of like what it's about, like kind of reducing everything down, very low carb, very low calorie, very clean eating
Right.
in between. So that was my thought, that I wonder if you could do like an alternate day egg fast and it would still be effective. Because I lost around 2 pounds
That's good.
in 3 days after not having my scale move for a while. So I think that it was worth it.
I lost 1.5 pounds, which brings our total. I think mine is like 8 pounds since
Yeah.
we started the Great Lock-In, which
remember
was
what was
in
mine.
September.
I feel like I lost 9 pounds total, but I feel like the scale went up a little bit too. You know, like it's not like we've said, like it's not a line that's going straight down. It's like
We are
roller
not
coaster.
starting from 280 pounds.
Right. Every
okay?
pound really counts.
It's
or
hard.
more.
It is so difficult for
Yeah.
us to lose weight now. So I'm at like 8 pounds. Sarah's at 9.
I think that the number always like changes, honestly, because
Yeah.
even if you lose all the weight, maybe you're like, there's other things I need to do in order to feel better. You know?
Great Lock-In. We have, you know, month and a half to go. And that's going to be very difficult because
Of the
it's the holidays, right?
Right.
And so Sarah and I have been on keto for so long that like we are pretty used to it. We may fall off like for a day or something, but we'll get back on. We don't feel the best when we eat a bunch of carbs, so we try our best to not go off during the holidays.
Right.
But it's very difficult, and we understand that like most people they're going to go off for the holidays. But something like this could be a great strategy
Like a tool.
to lose weight.
Right. Anyway, have you guys tried an egg fast? What
If so,
recipes
yeah.
do you guys utilize on the egg fast? We'd love to know because we are now going to avoid eggs probably for a while.
At least
Why do we do this for ourselves?
at least a month we're gonna avoid eggs.
Yeah.
But.
And YouTube seems to think you're going to like this video, so why don't you click on it and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily,
and we are the Keto Twins signing out.